Feeling confused about careers, marks, AI, and everyone asking, "What's your plan?" You're not alone, and you're not late. In this module, we'll turn that pressure into a clear, flexible roadmap you can actually feel confident about. Right now, you might be juggling marks, entrance exams, family expectations, and constant comparison with others online. Feeling stressed or confused doesn't mean you're weak or behind. It simply means you're human. Almost every student silently feels this way, so you are genuinely not alone. Pressure usually has two sides. On the outside, there's society's obsession with toppers, comparison with friends, and unspoken expectations from family. On the inside, there's your own perfectionism, fear of disappointing people, and fear of making a wrong choice. When all of this mixes together, it can feel like you don't really own your future. The real danger is that you may start choosing a career mainly to impress others or look successful, instead of choosing what actually suits your interests and strengths. A lot of career conflict at home comes from a simple gap. Parents usually focus on safety and security, while you're thinking about happiness and interest. Instead of waiting for marks to decide everything, start the conversation early. Calmly share what you enjoy, what you're curious about, and what kind of life you imagine. Then talk through if-else options. What if your marks are high, average, or lower than expected? When everyone is prepared for multiple scenarios, pressure drops, and it becomes a shared problem to solve, not a fight to win. Many of us grow up believing there's one straight path. Do well in school, get into a college, choose a job, and then stay there forever. In the AI era, that picture is outdated. Real careers feel more like a winding road. You try things, learn new skills, change directions, and sometimes completely reskill. Your first job is rarely your final destination. So if you feel confused right now, that's not a problem. It's a sign that you're actively exploring and starting to discover what truly fits you. Think of your career like three doors, not one. Plan A is your dream, the ideal mix of marks, interest, and opportunity. Aim for it with full energy, but don't bet your entire future on a single exam or college. Plan B keeps you in the same broad field, but changes the route. Maybe a different college, related degree, or slightly less competitive role. Plan C is a different, still respectable direction where your strengths can shine if life takes a turn. Having backups isn't playing safe. It's how smart people reduce stress and stay flexible in a world that keeps changing. Let's apply this to science and tech. Plan A might be crack IIT or NEET and enter a top college. That's great if marks, mindset, and opportunity all line up. But you're not limited to that one route. Plan B could be a B.Sc in physics, computer science, or an allied health course. Same overall direction, different pathway. Plan C could be building strong coding or data skills alongside any regular degree. All three paths still use your interest in science. Now take business or creativity. Plan A could be getting into a top CA firm or a famous design institute, if your marks, entrance exams, and interests all line up. Plan B keeps the same flavor with a simpler route. Maybe BBA, BCom, or mass communication, plus really good internships. Plan C says, even if marks don't cooperate, your skills matter through digital marketing, graphic design, or turning a serious hobby into paid work. You can also think of your career like a Maps app. When the route changes, it doesn't scream game over. It calmly recalculates. If marks, entrance results, or your interests push you to change plans, first pause. Avoid big decisions while you're angry, scared, or busy comparing yourself to others. Then return to your Plan B and Plan C. What practical actions can you start this week? Finally, reframe the situation. Discovering this path isn't for me is not failure. It's useful data that protects your future happiness. In the AI era, your degree is just the starting point. It's your skills that really travel with you. Companies now care less about which stream were you in and more about what can you actually do. Skills like clear communication, problem solving, being comfortable with tech, data handling, leadership, and creativity can shift across many careers. That's why a science student can move into data roles and a humanities student can grow into UX or research roles. These examples show how your stream is a starting point, not a prison. An engineer can move into product management using the same technical understanding but adding business and communication skills. A commerce student can become a data analyst by combining comfort with numbers and basic coding tools. A biology student can grow into public health management using science knowledge plus leadership. The pattern is core strengths stay, job titles change. When stress rises, fix your basics first. Protect your routine. Aim for consistent sleep and at least a little movement every day, even a short walk or stretching. Next, use chunking. Instead of staring at a huge exam or project, break it into tiny tasks you can finish today, then the next and the next. Finally, watch your digital habits. Limit endless scrolling and constant comparison. Remember, you're seeing others' highlight reels, not their whole life. Focus on your own progress, not their performance. Think of your goals in two layers: what you do and what happens. You can't fully control marks, exam difficulty, or college cutoffs. You can control how many questions you practice, how regularly you revise, and how many colleges you research. Good goals start from your real situation, not a fantasy version of you. Have tiny short-term goals for today and bigger long-term directions. And always keep flexibility. If plan A doesn't work, a prepared plan B means you're still moving forward, not starting from zero. Now let's turn ideas into action. First, choose your top 3 career areas from everything you've explored. Don't overthink. Go with what currently excites you. Next, pick one of those areas and sketch a plan A, plan B, and plan C. Different courses, colleges, or roles that could lead there. Finally, note at least 2 people you can talk to as mentors, like a teacher, senior, or cousin. Most important, your plans can and will evolve. Pressure, doubt, and confusion are normal. You don't have to figure out your entire life right now. Focus on building safety with a realistic plan A, plus backup plans B and C. Stay flexible, because in the AI era, changing direction is actually wise, not weak. And protect your mind first. No exam is worth your health. Real confidence comes from preparation, not from having every answer in advance.